Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I feel like spring has well and truly begun now, finally. And I'm feeling the spring vibes, so I was browsing a little bit online, as you do when a new season starts. And I noticed there were a lot of super cool summer dresses available on ANDOTHERSTORIES. And so I decided to do sort of an ANDOTHERSTORIES focused haul. It's mostly summer dresses, although there is also a pair of jeans in there. You know me, I love my jeans. But oh yeah, and right, there's also one summer dress that's not from ANDOTHERSTORIES. It's a Rixo dress, but it's so nice that I also wanted to show you that one. Anyway, so it's sort of like an ANDOTHERSTORIES summer dresses focused haul, but not quite. I don't know why I'm suddenly doing these sort of karate moves, but anyway. Now, before we start, if you're new here, hi, I'm Valerie. I love to do fashion-inspired videos, especially hauls. So if you like that kind of thing and you like my style, please do subscribe to my channel and tick the notification bell so you will be notified each time there's a new video, and also you would make me very happy in doing so. So let's get started, actually with the dress that I'm wearing right now. This is the first dress that I got from ANDOTHERSTORIES. It's a blue midi dress, and you will see in the cutout clip it has a bit of a slit on the side. And it has these kind of tiny puffy sleeves, which I really like, because you can also play around a little bit and drop them off the shoulder if you like that look. And actually the cut of this dress really reminds me of a dress that I got last year, and that was featured in my ANDOTHERSTORIES haul, and I'll link the link down below if you feel like checking that out. But so the cut, I think it's almost identical, although the fabric is entirely different. The other dress was entirely made out of linen, and I think this is more of a man-made fiber, I think, probably viscose, something like that. But apart from that, the cut is entirely the same, and actually I noticed when I was browsing online that they're still selling that dress. So if you watched my previous ANDOTHERSTORIES haul and you missed out on that dress, well, actually they brought it out again this year, and so if you really like it, you can still pick it up. And actually that's something that I've noticed before. So ANDOTHERSTORIES, if they see that a piece is selling very well and it's very popular, they tend to bring it out the next year as well, and perhaps even beyond that. So they're not really fast fashion focused. Each year something else, each season something else. They do bring out their popular pieces again, or sometimes in a different colorway, actually, like with this dress. So I really like that, and I think this is really just the perfect summer dress. Super light and airy, a very flattering cut, and actually this baby blue style, I really like it a lot for the summer. Okay, so let's move on to the next piece. I got this little red number, which is actually exactly the same style as this one. So again, the same style of the one that they brought out first last summer, but again in a different type of fabric. Actually, let me check if I can tell you guys what the fabric is made of, because I am not the biggest fan of polyester, definitely not. I hate wearing polyester in the summer. So let's have a look. Exactly, so I was right, it is 100% viscose. I think viscose is a much nicer fabric, definitely for the summer, and just in general it feels nicer to the skin than polyester does. So I'll show you guys a close-up of the print. As you can tell, there's like red with white flowers painted on it. I think it's very nice color and print. Perfect again for the summer. Really lovely cut. So if you're in the market for a red dress, this is definitely something you should try out. So talking about styles that they've brought out before, I have another dress that I picked up, which is again a style that they've brought out, I think even 2 years ago, and they're still online and being sold by ANDOTHERSTORIES, and it is this black linen mini dress. You might recognize it already in the cutout clip. So it's definitely not a new dress. They have brought it out in several other colors. And I can actually show you because I do have a couple. I have this one, which is in a check print. And then I also have this one, which is sort of a green floral print. And I love them so much and wear them so often that I figured why not try the black one as well, because I saw that it was still on the website. And to be honest, it did not disappoint, because I just know that I love the cut of these dresses. It's a mini style with puff sleeves, and then there's some sort of a ruffle going on at the bottom. Anyway, it's gonna be difficult for me to send this one back because I love the style so much. It's super comfortable, yet still a little bit sexy. Great for the summer because you can take it day to night with sneakers during the day and perhaps pop some heels or some espadrilles for the night. So I just love these style of dresses. So yeah, I think this one is definitely a keeper for me. Okay, so let's move on to the next dress. So I got a green little mini dress. This one's a wrap style, and actually, before I forget, all of the dresses that I'm showing you, they're all in a size 34, which is UK 6. And the price of this dress, the red dress, and the black linen mini dress, those were each £85. And this one was £55. So it's not linen, again it's the viscose material, this one. And what's very interesting is that they've made sort of a little button here. I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera. But the purpose, I think, of this button is that if you feel like the cleavage is too much, you can actually button it here so that yeah, you don't have too much of a cleavage, I suppose. But I think it's actually rather odd. If I'm keeping this, I'm definitely gonna take off the button because I feel like it sits too high on the chest area, so it will look rather odd if I would button that little thing and then the cleavage would just be up until here, which personally I don't like that look too much. So I think I would take that button off because it is on the outside on one side, so it is actually quite visible. So, but apart from that, I do really like this dress, and it reminds me a little bit of the dresses from the brand Realization Par, I think it's called. I think it's an American brand. And again, I have quite a few dresses from that brand as well. But Realization dresses, I think they're about £200. Whereas this dress, as I mentioned, is only £55. So there's quite a bit of a price difference, but I think it's equally lovely, this dress. And again, paired with sneakers or sandals during the day, and can easily be dressed up with some heels and a nice bag. Okay, let's move on to the next dress. So again, I have another wrap style, but this one is more of a, I suppose, maxi dress. Is it a maxi dress? Yes. It's definitely a maxi dress, or at least on me it's a maxi dress. So this one is navy blue with white dots, as you can tell. And again, it's a wrap style, but this one does not have that sort of odd button that the green dress has, which I think is a good thing because, to be honest, or at least on my body, these dresses do not have a tendency to go too deep. But actually the Realization Par dresses, they do have a tendency to fall a bit open, so sometimes I am a bit worried about showing too much with those dresses. But I immediately can tell with these dresses that's not a risk, because at least on my body type, they tend to sit really nicely on the chest and don't really have a tendency to fall open. So that's a good thing about these dresses. And you will see in the cutout clip that I paired it with one of my favorite summer bags. Actually, let me show you. So I paired the dress with this circle raffia bag, and I am absolutely in love with it. Actually, it was a gift from my fiance when we were traveling through Japan, and I have fallen in love with this circle raffia style before, but this is probably the most perfect version I've ever seen of it, because it has like the leather things around the straps, and it is completely lined, which is a massive plus because as you know, raffia bags are usually not lined at all. So yeah, that is why this is absolutely a favorite of mine for the summer, and I think this summer will be no different. Okay, let's move on to the next dress. I have a bubblegum pink sort of poofy dress, which is a little bit reminiscent of the style that you can see with Cecily Banson. I hope I'm not butchering that name. But so when I saw this one online, I immediately fell in love. And as you can tell, there's 2 straps in the back here, but for the rest the back is entirely open, and it's sort of up until the knee, at least on my height it is. And I have to say, I don't wear pink that often, but I had something special in mind for this dress. Actually, let me show you. During a Net-a-Porter sale in the winter, I actually picked up this hat, and I'll show you a bit up close. It's sort of like a creamy white with then pink flowers, which the color is not really being picked up on the camera. It's much more pinkish actually in real life. And then, you know, the bottom looks like this. So you kind of put it on your head like that, and there's like this comb thingy to secure it in your hair actually. But so anyway, I really fell in love with this hat, and actually I think this hat looks super nice with the pink dress that I've just shown you. And to be honest, I was really hoping that we would be able to go to a race or something like that this summer. It doesn't really look like that is going to happen, but if anything changes and suddenly we are able to go to a race or a polo match or anything fancy, deserving of a hat of this style, then I will definitely be wearing this outfit. Oh, and before I forget, the name of this hat designer is Merve Bayinder. I'm definitely butchering that name, but anyway, I'll leave it linked down below as well. So as I mentioned before, Another Stories tends to bring out popular styles in different colorways, and again, this dress is no different. So I got the exact same dress in white as well, and it will be difficult choosing, especially because the pink dress looks so nice with the hat that I already have. But yeah, I do like white as well, and I tend to wear white more often than pink, so that's really why I am still doubting a little tiny bit. But for the rest, the style is entirely the same, sort of a poofy jacquard style, the fabric. There's 2 little ties that tie up the back, but otherwise the back is completely open, and it comes about to knee length. But so yeah, I really like the white version as well, so it will be hard to send this one back if I decide to keep the pink one. Okay, so those were all the dresses from Another Stories. I also got one dress from Rixo, as I mentioned, and it's this little number in white with sort of orangey yellow flowers on there. And again, it's a backless number. It's sort of all the way open, quite low actually on the back, and then it has sort of a tie here in the back, and it closes all the way around the neck as well. But this one is more of a longer style. I think it's about a midi style on me at least, and I already had my eye on this dress during the winter. So this one was on sale during the Net-a-Porter sale in the winter. I missed out on it because it was completely sold out in my size. But one thing you should know is that Net-a-Porter, when they're unable to sell items during their sales, they send those items onto the outnet. I think I've talked about the outnet before on my channel. I love to browse on their website. They have a lot of designer pieces that are discounted super heavily. So I was able to pick this dress up in my size, even though it was sold out during the Net-a-Porter sale for about £100. Whereas this dress normally retails for about £400. So heavily discounted indeed. And I think what happens sometimes is that people order things during a Net-a-Porter sale and they figure out it's not really for them, or the sizing might be wrong, whatever it may be, and then they send it back, but the sale in the meantime has stopped, is over, And then Net-a-Porter is left with some items that they haven't sold during the sale, and they actually move it on to the outlet. So if there's anything that's sold out during a Net-a-Porter sale and you really love it, keep an eye on the outlets and search for the brand a couple of times per month, and who knows, you might actually find it on there at an even better price. Okay, so on to the final piece of this haul, which is, as I mentioned, a pair of jeans. I just can't help myself, so it seems. But this is a little number again from Another Stories, and it's a paper bag sort of style, and I guess you will see better in the cutout clip. It has one button, zip fly, and it's sort of a washed out black and sort of a relaxed fit, I guess I would say. Not surprisingly, I love this style. And I have to say though, I actually prefer Zara jeans to Another Stories jeans in general. I think the fit generally is a little bit better in Zara jeans. I think the price point is better. I think quality wise probably Another Stories is a little bit better. But that being said, I think the fit is usually a little bit better in Zara jeans. So that's what's making me gravitate a little bit more towards Zara jeans. But that being said, I actually really like this style. I'm a bit difficult when it comes to paper bag styles, but I think this one is absolutely perfect. Somehow the fit is perfect for me, but I think with jeans it's just a matter of trying out a lot of styles, a lot of sizes as well sometimes, because you know it can be a bit off. But in terms of sizing, actually, because again that might be useful to some of you, this one's again European size 34, and this one was 65 pounds, but I got it severely reduced because I think this one was in a sale. I think I paid approximately 30 pounds, something like that. So yeah, that brings it more into the Zara price point, I suppose. But otherwise a super nice fit, super flattering yet comfortable. So I think I will wear this pair quite a lot actually. Okay, so that's it for my and other stories summer dresses focused haul, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some inspiration out of it. I will leave a link to all my previous videos down below. If you like Another Stories, you should definitely check out my previous haul as well, because there are quite a few styles that are still in stock this summer. So definitely go check that out. One thing to note, the Rixo dress may not be in stock anymore, but the reason why I still wanted to show you is because I noticed that they brought out exactly the same style again, but in a different colorway. So if you really like the cut and the style of that Rixo dress, you can definitely get your hands on that dress, but in a different colorway. I think they brought it out actually in this type of blue with sort of a white print on it. So if you like this colorway on the Rixo dress, you can definitely find it. I'll link it down below. I believe Net-a-Porter sells it this season as well. Anyway, I should definitely stop rambling now. It's lovely weather outside, so I hope you're able to meet with some friends and socialize a bit, because God have we missed it. Anyway, take care, and I hope to see you around for my next video. Bye!